this is very powerful. Now, I want you to think about this. These are just some questions I'm going to ask. This is a very simple question. I want you to process this and think. What are the weapons that are used to fight an already defeated enemy? What are the weapons that you use to fight a defeated enemy? Now, get that. What are they? Because you're going to have to ask yourself this question. Because there's an enemy that has already been defeated, and we're still trying to fight him. Now, what are the weapons used to fight a defeated enemy? What are the weapons? Now, even greater question than that. Watch this. Should a defeated enemy be allowed to have some authority or say? Should a defeated enemy have the right to have authority, especially in my life? Should he have a say in my life? Should a defeated enemy have a place in my life? Should he have a place in my life that he governs? Now get this. These are questions that we got to ask. Number one, what are the weapons I use to fight a defeated enemy? Should he still have a say in my life? Or should he have some territory that he have dominion over in my life? Now these are great questions that we're going to have, because our enemy, if you want to call him, the scripture says, your adversary, because he's not an adversary of God, your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion. It says as. So he's trying to get us to ask ourselves, why are we still fighting what has been already defeated? That's why he's saying, I'm not going from fight to fight. I'm not going from mess to mess, but I should be going from glory to glory. For me to go from glory to glory, I have to see what God sees. I have to process that the enemy that I think I'm fighting has already, not he's being defeated, but already defeated. Jesus, the scripture says this. Man, this is incredible. The scripture says that he's already been totally rendered helpless. Now, let me ask you this. This is an even better question. If you have paid your car off, well, no, if you went through the 60 months or however months you take to pay your car note, and now you've got the deed or you've got the title to your car. If you paid it off, should the bank still call you every month about the payment on the car if you have completely paid the car off? Would you be kind of would you call them and say, excuse me, you're still calling me, but I am completely finished paying for this car? Would you allow them to harass you, remind about late fees and you didn't do this, if you have the title to your house in your hand? This is the question that we have to ask ourselves when we come to fighting a defeated enemy. Should he still have a right to harass me? Should he still have a right to tell me who I'm not? Should he still have a right to dictate things in my life? Should he still have a right to say to me that what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do? These are the questions that we must ask, because Jesus has totally, at his dying, completely freed us from completely giving us the right to live life on the next level. But we're still scuffling with a defeated enemy. We're still giving him place. We're still allowing him to have say. We're still allowing him to dictate to us. We're still allowing him to tell us how we should feel. And he's defeated. That's what the scripture says. He is defeated. If you read in Revelations, the first chapter, 18th verse, don't be scared, because there's revelation there. It says, I am he, this is Jesus, I am he that liveth. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold it, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And I have the keys to hell and of death. Now that's Jesus says that in Revelation. Now this is very powerful. If I could understand that he has the keys to death, the last enemy to be conquered is the enemy called death. He says, I already conquered that. I have the keys to hell and death. Meaning, if you want to look at it like this, and I advise that you do, the devil don't even have a key to his own house. Jesus has rendered and went strong-armed him and taken the keys to his house. So now he's trying to move into your house. I would strongly suggest that you tell him that he's been defeated. You've already, the debt has been completely paid off, and it's paid in full. You don't need the harassment. You don't need to talk about the late fees. You don't need to hear about what you owe. It has already been completely. Jesus says in Colossians, it's very powerful, that he blotted out the handwriting. Even if there was a religious order that you thought was against you, he blotted out the handwriting or ordinance that was against you. Every law that defied you walking into the blessing. He blotted it out at his death. He said, it is finished. What? The work that it was needed to put you back in the life of glory has been completed, completely finished. You should be, what he's saying, you should be living that life. Nobody should be able to take that life away from you because it is yours. Say it. It is my life. I'm going from glory to glory. I won't go from mess to mess. I won't go from fight to fight. I won't go from dilemma to dilemma. Now, in the process of life, there will be challenges, but you're going to have to understand. I am not fighting for victory. I am fighting from victory. Say it again. I am not fighting for victory. I am fighting from victory. It changes my whole mentality when I enter into my next challenge. I'm not trying to convince something. I'm not trying to get something to be on my side. I'm saying that I've already got it, and now I just got to understand, how do I walk in it? That's what he's saying. Revelation will allow us not to live our situation. Understand what God has already done for you completely. Everything has been done through the works of Jesus Christ. Now, you don't have to fight anymore. You just got to get an understanding, because your enemy, as the scripture says, casting down every evil imagination or the thing that exalted itself against your knowledge of God. If there's an enemy that keeps showing up, it's because you're limited in your knowledge. If you get greater understanding, you will eliminate the enemy, the evil that's coming. Amen. Don't fight a fight that has already been won. A war can only be between two undefeated foes. Scripture just told you one of them is already defeated. So now I've got to understand it. I got to walk in it. This is what I wanted to say, from glory to glory. On this Monday, I want to invite you out. I'm doing the whole month of March. I'm doing this series called My Life. Good, better, best. I should be going from good, and my life should already be good, to glory. I should go to higher glory and to the next level of glory. That's what but I got to understand. I'm taking too much time out to fight some situations that have already been conquered through Jesus Christ. I got to see myself through what he has already designed for me to see, and I'll live that life, and then I'm gonna find out that life will explode. Boom, you're gonna be off to the races when you let go of the things that have already been fought already. Jesus done a better job at fighting and winning than you could ever do, and he's already done it, so he's not bringing it back up. So why should you bring it back up? Whatever you have been through in the past is your past. Now you're looking in the future. I heard a great analogy the other day. You should spend more time in looking in your windshield that's going forward than you do in your rear view mirror that's back. You should just glance sometime at the rear view mirror to when you're getting ready to change lane, and so that you can advance. You look back in the mirror, but that's just a glance. You got to be very careful that you don't do nothing but glance, because you got to look forward into your next life. Now go to my YouTube page. It's PastorG at Network of Believers. I archive all these videos so you can share. Follow me on Twitter. PastorG, the number 4 NOB, at PastorG, the number 4 at NOB. Follow me there, and on Instagram as well. I'm gonna post stuff everywhere, because we are living life from glory to glory. My next level, it's going to be so incredible. Your next level is going to be so incredible. So let God do the process. Let God send you through the process. He's teaching. He's going to teach you some stuff. The only thing I got to do is grasp what God has already done. I don't need anything else. I just got to grasp the finished works that are already done and live in that. Pastor G is out. I love you. I declare, I decree it, that your life on the next level is going to be so incredible. And man, God is going to, I'm telling you, what he's about to do. He's going to eliminate all your doubts. He's eliminating all your doubts. And he's going to take you to the next level. Pastor G is out. Holla.